look in the mirror, man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now, because this is not the show for you. Now, what I'm going to be discussing with you in this reaction video, man, is something that's very disturbing to me. I will be addressing the, if you want to call it, the performance of Megan Thee Stallion at the presidential rally with Miss Harris, all right? Now, this is not trying to get you to be Republican or Democrat. What I'm trying to do is talk about the image of black women in our society, okay? How it impacts the black community, okay? The reason I want to talk about this, man, is because, like, man, this is a historical event for the Democrats, right? Meaning that I think Kamala Harris is the first person of color to be a vice president who's actually running for the office of presidency or whatever. And your legacy will forever be cemented or attached to a woman twerking, clapping her butt cheeks. That's disgraceful to the black community, in my most humble opinion. Again, this is not about politics. I am focusing on the image of our women. Okay, and I'm going to have a plethora of different people who are also going to comment on this, who found it to be very disturbing. Even a member of the LGBTQIA community was disturbed about this as well. And this is for educational purposes. Let me go ahead and get into it. 1 second, y'all. Let me put on y'all screen. Give me a moment. You know how I get down? Boom. First, I'm going to show you about 12 seconds of her flippity flopping her butt cheeks, because, you know, she just got to do it. She got to do it. She got to do it. You can't stop her. She just got to do it. And then we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, let's get it. Let's get it.
Now, I know my ladies in the crowd love their body. Real hot, girl. And if you want to keep loving your body, you know who to go for. Hey. Hey.
Now, if you could not see or not, that woman was flapping her cheeks on stage at the presidential rally in Atlanta. Okay, some of you might think that doesn't mean anything, but it means a lot. The best person you had to represent the black community was a rapper who's known for making songs such as WAP, Wet A, Coochie. Talk about how she can suck on this and suck on that. That's who you decided to put in front of people who's not even familiar with her music. You had older people, older women, older men that was there who are not hip hop heads, who are not there at all to be entertained, but to try to push change in America. You get what I'm saying? But you brought this thing out there. You brought a harlot out there who promotes 304 culture, and you said that's the best way to get the black vote. That's the best way to get the black community. You know why? Because a lot of these politicians on both sides, they figure they can talk to us or convince us by touching on black culture. They don't see the need to try to approach us about black policies or any type of policy or any type of reformations or anything like that whatsoever. They know if we can get these, I'm trying to say it the right way, black brothers and sisters to jump up and down, to shout, to clap, to have a feeling, to become excited, then we're going to get their vote. We don't have to really change anything. All we got to do is make promises and entertain them, because that group of people loves to be entertained. They don't care about changing things as much as they do about being entertained and to be popular and to have the finest clothes and shoes and say, hey, I went to the rally because Megan Thee Stallion was there. Now, I want you to understand something. People began to leave the rally after Megan Thee Stallion performed. Why? One or two reasons. Some of the older people left and the younger, but some people probably left because they was disgusted at what they saw. That's one. Two, they left because all they came for was just to see Megan Thee Stallion. Oh, girl, I'm going to get a free ticket. I'm going to go see Megan Thee Stallion. I'm going to watch a concert. I'm going up there. As soon as she performed, she left. The people left. So what are you doing? Anyway, I'm gonna play this guy right here out of the LGBTQIA community and let you see how it embarrassed him.
for that to be happening on a presidential stage, like she is performing at a rally for a presidential candidate. I mean, that is just such a sight to see and such an indicator of just the degeneration of politics and culture. I mean, that song was so explicit that she literally couldn't even like perform it. I mean, that video was literally just like noises. And before you even try to call me a hater, I literally been a fan of Megan. I saw her live in like 2018 when she was still touring for Tina Snow. So don't even go there with me. I just think whoever chose Megan to perform, whoever signed off on that for that event, I mean, are we serious?
Now, I want you to think about something. That is obviously a member of the alphabet community, a member of the LGBTQIA community who feels embarrassed. And for him to feel embarrassed, Megan had to do one hell of a job. You know what I mean? For a member of the alphabet community to feel that way, and you know they never get embarrassed. Nobody in the LGBTQIA, in my most humble opinion, you can't make them feel embarrassed. You can't make them feel shame. We here. You're not going to take us away. If you don't like it, you can kiss our rosy butt cheeks. Pride walk. And I didn't say that to be funny or disrespectful. I'm using that to make a point. These people that's inside of that community, they stand on what they believe in. And for people on the outside who try to criticize and condemn them, they don't care. They'll fight back. They'll push hard. You can't embarrass them. You can't shame them. So for a member of that community to feel embarrassed behind what Megan Thee Stallion did, that says a lot. That says a lot. So before anybody in there say, oh, you bashing, I'm not bashing nobody. I'm using that as a point. You can't shame majority of them people. You can't make them feel that way. And I'm gonna tell you something, the feeling is mutual, because not only are individuals in the alphabet community feeling that way, but also members of the heterosexual community feel the same way. So we all on board with that. Now let me go ahead and put some other people on there. I want you to listen to this lady. This lady made a very good point about these folks. 1 second as I get on your screen. I wonder how many of y'all got to catch that. Did y'all see that? I didn't even watch it. I just woke up and said I'm gonna go review it and stuff like that, because I didn't want to see that anyway. But when I saw that, I like, man, that's a shame, man. That's a shame. I would have rather you brought Lauryn Hill out of retirement to have her perform than to have a woman who's gonna pop her coochie for the entire world to see. Don't think people from other countries are not watching this. And what they're seeing are black women doing what black women do. And they're mocking us because of that. What do you think? Let's listen to this lady.
So Kamala Harris had Megan Thee Stallion perform at her rally in Atlanta. And people are upset about it. Let's get into it. I really don't feel that this was Kamala's best move. No hate to Meg. She was only doing her job. She was asked to perform. She did her job. And that's it. But let's not ignore the fact that this is what politicians reduce the black community down to. All right? They only feel like they can connect with us through music and through gold sneakers like Donald Trump tried to pull, or like when he had Sexy Red kind of speak on him. They don't feel like we're smart enough to communicate politics. Does that make sense to you? They feel like the only way to get our vote, to get us to come out to the polls, is to show Megan Thee Stallion or Sexy Red or, Glow. You know what I'm saying? Sneakers, a fitted hat, whatever.
Fitted
That's
hat.
what they think. They don't think we're smart enough.
I agree with her on that. I do. I agree on that. It was funny when she said we come up when we see a fitted hat. That was kind of hilarious to me. But yeah, but I agree. I understand the point that she was trying to make. It does seem like they know in order to get us interested, we got to put a rapper up there. We got to put a singer up there on both sides, from Republican to Democrats. So this ain't me being biased. It's like on both sides. Malcolm X said a long time ago, and I'm paraphrasing. He said, like, what other community uses entertainers and athletes and actors and actresses as people who represents the people? Who do that? Who chooses to let a person who played jazz to come up and represent all the people. We have our own intellectuals too. We have people that are academics too. Why can't we choose them? You think any other, like Malcolm X used to say, and this ain't trying to be all whatever you want to call it, Malcolm X used to say that. He said any other ethnic group or community, and he talked about a particular one, they don't do that. But we do. And look how it look, man. Just look how it look, man. Let me put this gentleman on the screen. So I want y'all to see different colors of people, different races of people, different genders, so you can see, man, how people feel about this. So it's not just me. I'm trying to find them right quick. There it is. All right, let's get it.
So has anyone seen this Megan Stallion's campaign performance with Kamala Harris? She's here in Atlanta tonight. I'm gonna play the video, but it was a complete, utter mess. It was a hot mess, man. Hot mess. Did not look good for our culture, for African Americans. I will say that, because the whole entire time she was rapping, but every other word was like a bleep word, which lets you know that it was a word that wasn't family friendly, but they still had her come out and perform. This is exactly what I be saying. Establishments, particularly in politics, particularly on the Democrat side, every 4 years they do something to try to get the black vote. And they know black people, they know we like entertainment, we like to look good, we like the flashy lifestyle, things like that. So they pander to that without providing the substance needed to be able to get us and to move us forward as a culture. Instead, they like to suppress us by the music that we listen to. I am not a huge fan of a lot of different hip hop music, but you know, it's out there. And a lot of these big establishments, record labels, they put millions and billions of dollars behind these people that really push the wrong narrative for the culture. So I'm gonna play this video for you. Let me know what you think about it. I think it's foolery, but and laughable, and a disgrace. It's a disgrace to the African American community. Watch this.
Now, you saw that, right? She went out there using the B word and other profane words and stuff at the historic presidential rally. Now, you think about that now. When have you ever seen that? I mean, even Trump came out to, I got to give this too. Trump came out to 50 Cent Mini Man. I'll give him that. I will give him that. That's for sure. But all I can say is but, man, because it's not the same, man. Women try to be men. It's just not the same, man. Anyway, let me show you something else I found kind of disturbing. Now, keep in mind, people who go to these rallies, majority of the time, they're not hip-hop enthusiasts, okay? They really are there to try to affect change some kind of way in their community, right? So they don't even know these people out there rapping and singing. I'm going to show you a bunch of people who was there while she was rapping. They were just being still. As still as a log because they're not vibing to that. They don't want to shuck and jive. They don't like that. They're just there. And they was hoping to God that she would hurry up and stop performing so they can actually get to the political side of this thing. Give me a second as I pull it up on your screen. Here you go.
Megan, what is this? At the ATL rally event, like what?
Now take a look now. I'm going to back it up. Look at how many people are not moving. They just got the cameras up or some people just staring at her. Look at it. Here we go again.
Megan, what is this? At the ATL rally event, like what? You need to pipe it down, honey, and do that somewhere else, but not at this type of event. Like, silence is very loud.
Silence is very loud. In other words, wasn't nobody trying to hear that shit. That's what she was trying to say. Now I got one more clip and we out of here. I want you to understand that the world is watching the black women. I've said that so many times. And I want you to know this is what they seeing. This woman here, look at the screen. This is what they're seeing. They see her twerking and popping and being rude, or not being rude, but being vulgar with her speech when she's out there performing, okay? Which is the classic negative stereotypes of modern day black women. But yet, let me add the sapphire. Let me add the other negative stereotype that comes along with being a black woman in America, in my most humble opinion. The loudness, the excitement, the loudness in speech. Let me get to it, and you tell me what you think. Let's get it.
What's up, honey? This is your girl, Megan Thee Stallion, aka the Hot Girl Coach, reporting live with the future president of the United States.
Everybody,
What do you have to say to the American people?
we are not going back.
Just as loud as can be. Now, you could have said that a different way, but I know you're excited. I know you just couldn't handle it. You were right next to Miss Harris, just couldn't handle it. Just had to go out. You had to crash out. Well, anyway, you let me know what you think about this, man. Like I said, this is not a video that's designed to sway you to vote one way or another. The whole message behind this video, y'all, is to look at the behavior and the image of our women and how it impacts the entire community. The whole world is watching our women. That's all I have to say. Well, until next time, y'all take it easy and y'all be safe now, yeah?